Universal Studios Orlando, the home of the wizarding world of Harry Potter, is reopening. Hello, Peter Kenneth here. Welcome back to the Potter Collector channel, where we are a community of Harry Potter fans and collectors. Today is Friday, May 22nd. Universal Studios has officially announced that they are opening on June 5th to the general public after being closed for over 2 months. In this video, I'm going to go through all of the different changes that Universal Studios is implementing to keep you and their team members safe. According to a press release released today, Universal Studios says attendance at this time will be carefully managed and controlled, and that Universal Studios is going to soon schedule their team members for training on their new procedures. Now, Universal Studios is going to be opening up to team members only, so Universal employees, on June 1st and June 2nd. This will give Universal Studios a chance to see how all of the procedures they put in place will work and if they are successful. And then on June 3rd and 4th, a select number of invited guests and pass holders will be invited to come and experience the parks. On June 5th, they will officially be open to the general public with limited capacity. Tom Williams, who is the chairman and CEO of Universal Orlando Theme Parks, said, "We want to invite guests back to our theme parks thoughtful way. We have put new health and safety procedures in place for both our team members and guests, and we're going to go through all of those safety procedures in just a little bit. We have worked hard to make sure our guests can enjoy their time with family and friends. Doing this the right way will take all of us, and we need everyone's help. Guests should follow our guidelines and continue to follow the recommendations of the CDC and health officials." So Universal Studios' new procedures cover 3 areas, or the 3 S's: screening, spacing, and sanitation. Now, these key measures will apply to both guests and team members. Guests and team members are required to wear face masks and practice social distancing. So what this means is you need to be 6 feet away from anyone or any group that is not in your group. And face masks, those are gonna be interesting because Florida can get very hot and very humid in the summer. Now, I have seen from some vloggers covering, the theme parks in Orlando, like the Tim Tracker, he wore a mask on a 90-degree day and said it really didn't affect him that much. I'm sure everyone will be different, so take care of yourself and of course follow Universal's guidelines to being in their theme parks. In addition to being required to wear masks, Universal Studios is going to be offering free disposable masks to guests who don't bring one or forget one at home. I think that's a really, really kind thing Universal Studios will be doing. But please remember to bring your mask if you have one at home so that we don't see too many wasted masks. If you have one, you should definitely bring it with you. Theme park guests as well as Universal employees or Universal team members will be required to have their temperatures taken before they are allowed to come on site. Anyone with a temperature of 100.4 degrees or higher will not be allowed in. In addition to the face coverings and temperature checks, Universal guests can expect the following. In the parking garage, there will be staggered parking. So from what I've heard, there is a cone in between each parking spot. So every other parking space essentially will have a car in it. Universal will be managing and reducing attendance. Now, there's some uncertainty about this. We have heard that there will not be a reservation system, so initial thoughts were that Universal was going to have an online system where you would reserve the day that you want to go as a way for them to control how many people are in the theme parks on any given day. That is not the case, but they will stop allowing people into the theme parks if they've reached that limited capacity. We don't know what that number is, just that they will be allowing a limited amount of guests into the theme parks. Universal will be managing and reducing different attraction ridership, so how many people are allowed on a ride at any given time, as well as audience capacity for shows and entry to restaurants. Some areas, events, and shows will be closed just for the time being. So I'm unsure about shows like the Ollivander Wand Experience, if they will have that open, if it will be closed, or open to a limited amount of guests. Universal is increasing their cleaning and sanitation of rides, ride vehicles, high-touch places, restaurants, and restrooms. Hand sanitizer will be scattered throughout the theme parks, and it's recommended that you use that whenever you can, as well as wash your hands for at least 20 seconds whenever you can. Hand sanitizer will also be required and offered at the beginning of rides. So before you get on a ride, you'll be required to sanitize your hands. Additional sanitizing things for rides that they are implementing for 3D attractions. So Escape from Gringotts is a 3D roller coaster. A team member will be handing out the fresh freshly sanitized 3D glasses personally. I'm very happy about this because the thought and rumor was that Universal was going to convert the 3D rides or 3D shows into just 2D, so that you didn't need to have glasses. Something like Escape from Gringotts that needs that 3D effect to really immerse you into the ride and the Wizarding World itself. So the fact that Universal has come up with a plan to make sure that you're receiving sanitized, clean glasses is very, very cool. Universal is going to implement and use virtual lines whenever possible. So what this does is it gives you a time basically to return to the ride and allows you to go explore other parts of the theme park while you wait for your turn. For the rides that will not have virtual lines, there will be social distancing markers in the ride lines themselves. That way groups will be separated from one another, and Universal will put down stickers and markings on the ground showing you where to stand, and when the person in front of you moves to the next marker, that's when you can move to the next marker. Universal is now doing mostly cashless payment only. The official Universal Studios app has seen some changes recently. Some of those changes and options include mobile ordering and cashless payment. So this allows you to attach your credit card to your Universal Studios app account, order through the app, pay through the app, and then go pick up your food. So if you are planning to go to Universal Studios and have not already done so, I recommend that you download the app and put in your credit card information so that you are ready to go. Another great feature in the app is if you are a pass holder, you are now able to connect your annual pass to the app itself and have it scanned that way. Some other information. You may have been wondering about water rides. Do you have to wear a mask on the water ride? No, so on water rides in the theme parks, you do not have to wear a mask when you are on the ride, and that includes the water slides at Universal Studios Water Park, which is Volcano Bay. That is also going to be opening up on June 5th. Misting and spray effects on rides and throughout the park will be temporarily turned off. So for example, on Forbidden Journey, there are parts of the ride where you get sprayed with a little bit of water, and misting is sometimes used to help cool off guests on hot days. So if you get hot, head for the shade instead. As far as hours, Universal Studios, which is where Diagon Alley is located, and Islands of Adventure, where Hogsmeade and Hogwarts are located, they will be open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. This, of course, is subject to change at any time, but those are going to be the current starting hours. Universal City Walk, which is the little city within Universal Studios Orlando Resort, which has restaurants and shopping, will be open from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. So what are your thoughts about the Wizarding World of Harry Potter opening at Universal Studios? Are you excited? Are you unsure? Only you can decide whether it is a good idea or not for you to attend the theme parks yourself. If you have any questions about what was said in this video or questions about things that weren't said in the video, I will do my best to answer them in the comments below, so leave your questions down below in the comments. I will be at Universal Studios when they open, whether that means the 3rd, the 4th, or the 5th. I will be filming updates for you guys and showing you all of the things that I talked about in this video and how Universal has implemented them into the theme parks. So keep an eye out for those videos the first week of June. If you have any questions about Harry Potter collecting, or anything else, please feel free to leave a comment down below. You can also join the Potter Collector community on Instagram at the Potter Collector, or on Twitter at Potter Collector. I also use Instagram and Twitter for updates, so keep an eye on both accounts as new information is released about the opening of Universal Studios. I will update you guys there. Now it's time to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, keep collecting. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, welcome. You can subscribe right up here. You can also look at some previously posted content down here. If you have any questions about Harry Potter books or collecting, please feel free to contact me. I'm always happy to help. But for now, I must go. See you next time.
Whoa, where'd he go?